really understand how the real world works. You guys understand much more, and I hope I do too, about how the real world works.
Hey guys, what's going on? Dreamreaver23 here, and this is the first live taping, I should say, of the Dreams Big podcast. We do have a few people here in the channel with us, as you can see in the little description below. First off, starting to the left of the screen, which I guess my right, because I pointed the wrong way, so my right, we have Astro on Fire. Say hello, Astro.
Hey.
Astro does a channel where he does anime reviews and is awkward around girls, so that's cool. Welcome to the show. Up in the middle right above me, we have Sleepy. I sleep the day away. Say hello.
Hi.
Sleepy does no longer does
Nothing.
animations because he doesn't like to do them anymore, but he's working on a few games, which is pretty badass. And then to my right, over here, we have Hot Josh MC. And y'all know Hot Josh MC. We've done a few parodies together, and he does awesome stuff. Say hello.
Hey!
So, and Hodge actually has some really good news. If you haven't subscribed to either of these three's channel, make sure you guys go over there and hop on their channel. Make sure you go and subscribe to them. They got some good content that they put up. And, Astro, what the hell are you doing? Have you put up any other reviews since the last one, the Titans, episode 23 or whatever? Clash of the Titans?
No, I haven't.
Clash of the Titans?
Attack on Titans.
Attack on Titans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, Clash on the Titans. I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna drink me some damn Mountain Dew.
I totally was just scrambling to get ready for the show.
Okay, hold on, Dream. Before I forget, what was that awesome song in the beginning of the stream?
I found it on SoundCloud, like it's some guy's custom mix. So I don't even remember. It's badass. I like that little.
You need to find it because that thing sounded sick.
No, yeah, it's a really cool one. No, I just go on SoundCloud and try to look for stuff that's like free to use, publicly, commercially, da-da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm really liking like sample songs that use like samples, stuff like that.
No, it's got a really clean sound. I do like the just the like the little toy box, I guess, is the sound that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I like the beat.
So, how is everybody doing today? I hope y'all are doing fine. You like my Delta 2-3 right over here?
Yeah.
I can't see it because apparently my internet doesn't want to play nicely. So, like, when I try to watch the stream, I can't hear you guys.
Gotcha. Fantabulous! What's up, buddy?
Hey.
By the way, what does a squid say? That's the guy in the
What does
chat.
the squid say?
He's the one that me and Astro were talking about doing a parody of that song, and that's what we came up with, was like, you'd have to talk about the squid, and then like 2 days later I look over, Fantabulous has got a video
And there it is.
What does the squid say? It's great minds
Yeah,
think alike.
I saw it and I was like, yep, he got it.
Great job, but they had to be working on that for a while because the animation and everything like that.
The animation was sick.
I was telling you, Dream, you need to jump on this.
I would not have been able to coordinate a whole freaking animation team to get the
I was
video
like,
done.
what does the squid say? Already, just someone's already done it. It's like, we still got Wrecking Ball. Dream.
I'm not doing Wrecking Ball. I am not going to be in
I'll do it.
bra and panties swinging on
I'll
a
do
Wrecking
it.
Ball.
In a
Steve
heartbeat.
on a blocky.
I'll do it right now. Let's do it. We'll do it live.
I don't want to see you in bra and panties either, Hodge.
The hand bra, actually. Just
See, what you do is you get some paint on your hands, like some white paint, and then you just go like this, and like, yeah.
yes. Just handprints.
Where the hell did Sleepy go?
I don't. He just disappeared.
Oh, I can't work with people like this. It's destroying my reputation.
Should
I really wanna-
should we acknowledge the chat?
Totally.
Well,
Yeah, I wish I could
Fantabulous
help.
says Haru. So Haru.
Hello. I really want to, but like, even with the video paused, it's like, no. You only will be able to hear everyone every 30 seconds or so.
That happened. I mean, that's all you really need. I mean, to be honest. Ah, there we go.
I'm back.
Fantabulous
Now,
says...
you now have my attention for at least 5 to 6 minutes.
Right on.
Okay. Fantabulous says he's good. It was like 9 days of nullifying on that song. Nullifying?
No lifing.
No lifing.
lifing.
Gotcha. I was like, that nullifying, that's not how you spell that.
Nullifying.
Okay, so can I tell you
All right,
one of
closing that window
the
for show.
topics that I want to talk to you guys about?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay,
if you
so-
have to.
YouTube is creating their own award show.
Is
Oh,
it
do I win?
Like the Ubies?
I guess so, but they're making their own award shows. And they said something that kind of made a couple people mad because it's all really about music. It's a music award show. And they
We
said
lost
how-
Hodge.
Hodge is out.
GG Hodge. Yeah, okay, so music award show. I feel like,
Hold on. All I'm getting is crazy, weird static from Hodge.
hang up and recall him. Alright. So, yeah, I feel like that should be YouTube's forte. Their entire thing is based off not just music, like, all forms of media.
Well, I mean, in that consideration, I mean, the biggest format, because we don't have MTV nowadays. I mean, we have MTV, but who actually watches it? They could just, like, close their doors.
Well, we have TV. There's no M in there.
Hodge! Hodge, come back! It's weird to have, like, baby noises coming from him. I don't even know what that's about. Like,
Hodge is a large bearded baby.
But back what I was saying, they said that music on YouTube is their bread and butter or something. They were
that's
highly
who they're
praising.
getting paid from. I mean, look at all the big, huge companies out there, music companies that are really trying to push this stuff out there, and they're getting all the ad revenue, but the ads are going up because YouTube, like, and that's one thing too. YouTube takes about 30 or 40% of the initial ad revenue that goes down for themselves. So if they have fucking Gangnam Style going up being buck wild crazy and getting 5 bajillion views in a week, all those videos that are playing ads, YouTube takes 30 to 40% of the ad revenue right off the top. So yeah, that's their bread and butter. That's what they're making money on, is the big number one hits.
Yeah, but people are just like, really? On a site like YouTube, why would you only want to do music awards?
Like, if they're doing music awards, it's better than, when you first said it, I thought they were just going to be doing, like, awards for, like, big YouTubers, like, I don't know, like iJustine and people like that. Like,
Well,
they've done previous stuff just for them.
Yeah, but what I would really like is if they are going to do this YouTube award show, it be something like best film on YouTube, because YouTubers are making film.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. I can see, which I'm adjusting as we're going along here because I just lost. Whenever Hodge left, it changed the format layout. So I can see that bit and say that, yeah, I would see something along those lines. I mean, like Freddie W. and a lot of the other big ones. I know there's other ones out there, but I mean, you can have it for like award for most uplifting, whatever crazy, vlogger. And I mean, look at like Boogie. That's people that really kind of help other people's out. He's back.
I am, for now. I will not open the darn thing. I'll just stay right here. Here's looking at you
Right
guys.
where we like you.
Exactly.
Let me adjust this again.
My bad, guys.
You biffed it!
Yeah, I don't even know what I did. I give up, so I can't see the chat. It's fine.
It's cool. Fantabulous, Sleepy's the coolest kid ever.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Not so.
Garrett13 did say hello. So hello, Garrett13. Everybody say hello.
Hey,
Hello,
Garrett.
Garrett.
No,
But
that bit, I can see them saying that, yeah, that is their bread and butter. Music is their bread and butter. Hopefully they have something in there for parodies. But, you know, in that same sense, they should open it up to quite a bit more. I mean, you got guys like Film Riot that do amazing thing with effects and tutorials and training, and you have guys like, you know, Boogie2988 and Astro on Fire that does really good vlogs. I couldn't
Not
think of
anymore.
another vlogger. That's the only reason why I put you in there. Just kidding.
Not anymore. No. So how is everyone doing on their YouTube channel? While we're on this YouTube kind of topic, how's
dear
everyone doing?
God, did my freaking just numbers drop like a
Pancake.
Yeah.
baby into the
Yeah.
ocean.
Wow. That's
that
intense.
got graphic quickly.
Yeah, that escalated quickly. Yeah, same here. Numbers are down,
Like crazy.
and I think it has to do. I don't know if you've heard of this, but I was looking at the new way that sub boxes work. That's what it is. Because it doesn't matter no matter what you do. Your videos are not always going to be like showing up in people's feeds and sub boxes right off the bat. It has to do with audience. Everything comes down to audience retention now. And so literally how long people are watching your videos gets all like put down into this number and equation, and then according to how high your audience retention is, shows how quickly or how many of those videos get pushed out to sub boxes. It's ridiculous.
Well, see, I think that automatically puts gamers at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right off the top, because if I throw up a 30-minute video, I can guarantee you that not everybody's going to watch the whole 30 minutes. They're not going to watch it in one sitting. They're going to
why
watch
you don't do a
like
30-minute
5 minutes
video.
of it. But then it's if you put up something like, oh, cool, I'll just put up like 7-minute videos because people will watch those. Then it's just like fucking baiting people, and they want
15's the magic number, I think.
even
for
think-
still.
I
15
think 1
minutes
minute-
is
1 second.
too short. I mean, like, yeah, I could do fucking 15-minute increments in Minecraft or in,
Yeah.
you know, Euro Truck Simulator. You know what? Euro Truck Simulator 2, that would not work. I have freaking deliveries that take an hour and a half to do now. For one delivery.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, I mean, the only choice to that is editing out all, like, fucking 90% of the conversation.
Right.
Because that's typically what I try to do, is just hold conversations with my YouTube audience.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it does put us at a disadvantage. It is why we will be on the bottom of that heap for a while now, just because of the way it's done. But yeah, it made views. I mean, numbers drop pretty roughly. I don't know. I guess in a way, it's kind of like, it's not cool, but it does give us a new thing to look at. Like, we do have to pay attention to how our videos are put together. In a way that will make people want to stay with them longer. I think maybe it's a good thing to have that challenge, but I don't know.
It is, but unless you're, you know, Sky or Pewdie or fucking Captain, you know, it's going to
Right.
be really hard because you don't have those numbers in the first place. You know, I feel that it's basically like, all right, guys, so we're going to start a new race today, and these guys get a head start by 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what? Hasn't it always been a little like they've always had a heads up? I mean, even like for me, I put out maybe a video every other day on a good week, just because I have a life and I'm not, you know, a YouTuber full time. And so I could already not compete with like, oh, this guy puts up 5 videos a day
Yeah.
because he makes a gazillion dollars on YouTube and he doesn't have to have a real job.
3 10-minute
And-
videos in a row, Garrett said.
And so, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to compete with that many things. It was already hard, and now I think it's even harder with audience retention. But at the same time, I mean, the argument could be made like, yeah, those people are going to get seen easier right out the get-go, but I think they're going to have the same problem with audience retention that we do.
But I don't know. I do have arguments against that too because, and you know, apologize if I offend you 9-year-olds out there. But
Hey!
no, I mean, the honest part is that if you have 9-year-old that goes to PewDiePie's channel and freaking like, oh my god, they're going to sit there and watch the whole thing so they can have something to talk to their other friends about at school because that's what their friends watch or whatever. And make sure they have all the info. As opposed to, who the hell is this Dream River 23 guy? I like his parodies, but I don't ever... He does other things than parodies or something like that. I mean, I've had people that have messaged me, and you know, I get a lot of hate that comes back every day, and the biggest thing that I always get is just like, you know, I subscribe to you for your parodies. Why the hell are you putting up video games?
Yeah, that makes me... I get the same thing. I don't get hate because of it. Maybe just because, like, people don't pay attention to me like they used to. But yeah... Like, I don't get it. Like, oh, for shame that I would give you all of this free content to watch.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. Like, just don't.
I always loved that one. I used to love it a lot whenever, because the server, actually I don't have the server anymore. I actually shut the server down, the Minecraft server down, after 2 years. So, but whenever I would put the videos up on how to join, and I'd say something, you know, like, oh, it's $3 a month to join the server, you know, it keeps out the trash, you know, the griefers, they're not going to want to pay to get onto the server, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why is it $3 a month? I already paid $20 for the game. I'm like, I'm not forcing, I don't have a gun to your head saying, give me $3.
Right.
You don't have to join. There's tons of other free
Where's
ones.
the money, man?
Why? They're typing and then they're yelling at their mom. Mom, Dream wants to make me pay $3 a month to get on the server. Like, you don't have to.
Right.
You cannot
join.
join.
There's a sense of entitlement that comes with, like, people that watch YouTube videos all the time, and I don't quite get it. Like, I mean, I was once a YouTube watcher where I primarily only watched YouTube, and I never felt like anybody owed me anything, like, as a viewer.
Yeah.
But ever since I started making videos, people are like, I don't know, they just... People are weird.
Well, yeah.
I don't get it. Whatever.
Sleepy, all I see is your camera moving around.
You guys are talking about stuff and
Re-uploaders. Oh my god!
Re-uploaders? Yeah, those are the worst. Especially for us parodiers.
There's two types of re-uploaders. There's legit ones. The only one that really comes to mind for me is video games. Video games, those guys, I'm cool with. I have no problem because they actually, like, because we've actually, Sword Tonight, no, Trade Shop, and I've had two others that went up there with them. Trade Shop, Mineshaft, and Creepers Are Terrible have been on video games. But they actually contacted me and said, hey, you know, you know, can we get your permission to do it up on there to bring some publicity to you? And it actually did end up helping us out with getting some good publicity and like downloads and stuff like that for iTunes, which was great.
Yeah,
that I'm completely good for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had the same thing with the ASDF movies we made for.
Yeah, exactly. I remember seeing
we
those
put up on
too.
video games. Yep.
But guys that just take it down and put it back up on their channel and say, yeah, cool, I'm going to get views for it and I'm going to get, you know, monetization if I can monetize it, which typically on parodies you can't. But Trade Shop, there's so many people that have just re-uploaded that on their channel. And the thing that pisses me off more than anything is, like, if you are going to do that, right, post the links back to, like if you're going to steal my shit, at least do something to help me out by taking the description and putting that on there too, instead of just putting it up on there and being like, yay, I did this. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I don't quite get it. I think there's three types. I think you nailed two of them, but I think the third type is, like, not the people that, like, say, oh, this is my video. They'll still put, like, this song by Hodge Josh MC, and then they'll be like in the description, Hodge Josh, don't hate me. I'm like, I don't hate you. You just stole from me. That's like...
Yeah, it's like you reached into my pocket and took my wallet out and was like, I'll just take
and
like
and I get that they're like, oh, this is a good song. Like, I don't really know exactly what's going through their head, but they don't, like, say, like, oh, look, me and my buddies made this.
No.
Yeah.
But there's this, like, do they think that it, like, makes me feel good that people, like, is that supposed to be flattering that you took my song and put it up on your channel? 'Cause
Maybe how they're thinking about it is, like, I really like this song, And this goes out to anybody who re-uploads even, high quality music videos from Vivo. They're probably like, I really like this song. I want to share this with more people, and that's the only way they can think about sharing it is
but
through
it's
that.
not though. They can make a playlist of videos that aren't theirs.
They could
Yeah.
Do it all the
favorite
time.
They have it towards a public favorite list. They could,
Yeah. I mean, you can add things to playlists that you don't own. So I mean, you can make a playlist. It's like favorite Minecraft songs, and then like add every Minecraft song you find to that playlist. I mean, that's the way to do it. That actually helps us out, not jacking views.
Yeah, I don't know. I can understand, I've seen a lot of videos where people, translate it, subtitle it, do that stuff.
That's
You
a
know,
whole
See,
nother
that's
thing.
something.
That's a whole nother
With
thing.
that bit right there, like I've had people that contact me and say, "Hey, I can translate this into Chinese or Japanese or German for different songs. Can I get your permission to upload it on my channel if I do?" And I say, "Yeah, because you're providing a service to me, and it's reaching an audience that I wouldn't have been able to reach before with it."
Right, exactly.
So that I'm completely good with, and I always tell them, send me a link, and I'll freaking if they send me a link and stuff like that, I'll link it back on the bottom of the video, like, "Hey, you want to watch this in whatever," and I'll put it in the description. That's a quid pro quo, this for that, a service that's being provided. So that's something that's justifiable. And 9 out of 10, they're asking permission.
Yeah, they ask permission. That's the big thing. Like, I may say no, but at least ask me. Don't just do whatever you want to do and assume that I'm cool with it.
Yeah, there is that saying that it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission, but
Not with this.
Not with this. It doesn't work in this situation because at this
Right.
point in time, it's like, motherfucker, boom, and like typically if it's something that I own the rights to, I report it. I'm just saying no. you
Yeah,
can't
I just
steal my shit.
DMCA it. I just DMCA it every time.
Yeah. And it's
I
not
don't
being
know.
a dick in that way, but in that same sense, it's just like, let's look at it this way. You're 6 years old, you make a fucking macaroni necklace, and I'm just like, and just take it. You're going to cry in line because you're like, oh, that's my macaroni necklace. Oh, no, it's cool. I really liked it, so I took it.
It's not even that. It's like I took it and then sold it
Yeah.
to the highest bidder. Like that's what's going on because like I know a lot of like I'll see some of mine and they have ads on them. Like I'll have an ad before it. I'm like, so not only did you take a potential view from me, but like you took extra money on top of the money you were already taking.
Yeah.
By like monetizing a video that's not yours.
And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they
I
also
remember
went and stole the song off Firefox. And they listened to it that way, you know what I mean? Or like off
Yeah, I
of
mean,
MTV, YouTube Ripper or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely
YouTube
like,
down
I remember
MP3 or 4K video downloader. I mean, what?
I remember my first DMCA. It was a good day when I got to like take a video down. It said removed by Hodge Josh MC. I was like, dang, right? That is
I've done
mine.
that before. I don't know why. Some dude re-uploaded one of my videos that had like 15k views, and I was like, "Yeah, you're going down."
I
Yeah.
don't really know because this never really happened to me. But
That's
can
come here. I'll hug it out.
because no one wants my videos on their channel. But
On my channel, I want to have an Asian guy talking about anime.
Yeah.
But can you make it instead of like them removing it, you get the monetized views?
No.
You can't do that.
You
'Cause I
used
know
to be able
companies
to.
can.
Yeah, companies can do that.
Yeah, if you were a company, but
I
you're
think
just a
they
dude
should
in his
do
office.
that. That-
Hodge Josh trademarked. I like it. I'll
Because
take-
I mean, you could also be like this. Like, I mean, get a message from Dreams like, "Hey, I saw that you uploaded my video. You can keep it on there, but it's gonna be, I'm the one making money off of it."
yeah, I mean, like big companies do that, and like, well, because a couple of my parodies have gone down like that, where they've said like, you can keep this video up on your channel, but in some cases ads might run on it, and it works like that for them. But like us little guys, we don't get that luxury. You pretty much can just snatch it down or let it fly. So I typically watch them. I see how many views they're getting, and see if they're getting hate. Like if I like look in there like all these people are commenting like, "Oh, this is the best song ever. You're so awesome." I'll take that down like instantly.
I never got fully of 10-hour loops of something, like a 10-hour loop of a parody. I saw that. And I was
Yeah, it's a common thing.
See,
why
that's
would
why
you?
I typically try to, like, I did it with Sword Tonight. I made the 200% faster one. I didn't ever make the 10-hour one, but now like that's what I'm kind of starting to do is saying,
Oh,
okay,
hey,
cool.
I made that.
Do a 10-hour loop, then do a hour loop, do a 200% faster, 400% faster, and put them up myself, because if I don't put them up, somebody else puts them up. And since it sounds different, like whenever we do the faster versions of it, if it's something that I can't monetize, typically they can. So I'm just like, I'll take care of it, guys. Got this. And so people are
all
like,
here.
lyrics video. I'm like, I hate doing lyrics videos because they take so fucking long.
But
That's
I'm
true.
telling you, like I was telling Dream this. I told him that for his next parody, what he needs to do is he needs to come out with a lyrics video first, and then the video a week later, because you're kind of like you're teasing the audience in that way.
That's how they do it in the music biz now. It's pretty standard.
Well, see,
standard
for
practice.
that, like, I'd love to get somebody, and somebody. That's where it's kind of hard. Okay, this is a business for myself and a few other people. Haji, I know you don't do this as your main business, but this is my business, and the hardest part for me is going to somebody or getting somebody to come to me. Which is easier because I don't know. I could go be like, hey, I need this done, and see if somebody would respond, but need to find somebody that I can say, look, I did this video. I need to get it done with lyrics. I'm looking to pay, $50 to $100 to get it done. You're not fucking putting it up on your channel. You're releasing all rights of it to me. And nobody wants to do that. They're like, oh, well, I want to do it with pay because I want to do it that way, but I'm putting it up on my channel too. No. This has to be done this way.
Well, unfortunately, we're dealing with with kids. Like, they don't get it. Like,
Hey.
you and I, Dream.
Yeah.
You and I, Sleepy not included, though he is a kid. Like, we're ultimately we're dealing with kids that they don't get it. This is not just something random that we're doing. Like, I mean, I don't use this as all of my money, but it's part of my income, and it's work for me. And so, like, I would get approached with the most asinine ideas, and it's like some kid who doesn't know what he's talking about, who thinks that, like, I mean, I had one kid. My deal is I work 2 deals with people, and so far nobody's gotten me to do it. Well, one person's got me to do a parody with them, but I kind of gave that away for free for hopeful workings with later.
Gotcha.
But most of the time, if like a kid comes to me, he's like, "Oh, I want you to do this parody for me. I want to put it on my channel." I was like, "All right, here's how this rolls. You give me $300 up front, or you give me all the iTunes rights." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, well, I mean, I'll let you keep your iTunes rights if you give me $300 up front. And they never do that.
No,
and
so you got to go Lindy Link on it, man. Lindy Link, I want $450 to $1,000 up front, depending on the complexity of the song. Plus, I keep all the iTunes right, and I want 50% of the monetization you get off the channel. That's what Lindy Link does.
Yeah, no, I know. And
That's
so I
like
tell these
beast
kids, and they'll
mode.
come to me, and I'll be like, "Look, yeah, I'll do it for $300. That's cheap. I don't know if you know that, but it is."
Very
I'll tell them that. I mean, it's cheap. But I mean, odds are on some no one kid, I'm not gonna make $300 off their iTunes. That's not probably gonna happen.
No.
I'm not gonna bank on it anyway. So I'll be like, give me $300, or I take all your iTunes. And they just don't ever get it. They're like, "But I wouldn't channel and stuff." I'm like, look, this is what I do. Like, you obviously sought me out because you think that I'm good at what I do and that it would draw attention to you. And so, like, pay me what I'm worth. This is capitalism. You pay me what I am worth, and then we roll.
Well, no, that's the thing that I've had to try to explain to people too. Is that, I mean, I get a lot still. I still get a lot. But a couple weeks ago, I got one that was literally, this was what it stated. It said, "Hey, I love all your parodies. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. I have an idea for a parody. I'm a terrible singer, so I want you to sing this parody for me." Okay, I respond back, "What's the parody?" Because they never give that information out.
Nope, never.
Well, I haven't written it yet, but I want to do it for this song. I don't have any lyrics, and I wanted you to do the video, but I want to put it up on my channel.
No.
So you want me
Basically, they're like, make a
to
video
write the
for it.
song, sing the song, do the video, and put it up on your channel. Look at their channel. No subscribers, no videos.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, no.
I can pay you. How about $25?
Whoa! Don't get crazy there.
I'm like, I responded back to him,
Breaking-
and I'm sure this
breaking the
I'm sure
bank.
this kid thought I was a dick because like, if I were to charge hourly, it's $75 an hour plus a 10-hour minimum, because it takes about 10 hours to make a parody.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I got to write it, oh, you're going to be adding more time on there, you know. And it's not, and I never mean to come across as a dick, but in that same sense, I have the background justifiable to go through and say, yes, if I were to go work in a studio right now as a backup singer or as a writer or anything like that, typically
Right.
they make between $65 and $100 an hour. So if you take that on the lower end with a little bit of experience, you say about $75 an hour is what they make. In a studio, typically you're paying that per person that's working. So if you have a producer,
Right.
or like a soundboard guy, he's making about $75 an hour. If you have backup singers, guess what each one of them are making? About
$75 an hour. Don't worry.
So if you have 3 background singers and a sound guy, and then your guys up there, you're paying out the wazoo per hour.
Yep.
That's why people are like, we need to get in the studio, we need to record this in one shot, and we just need to fucking go, so they can try to get 4 or 5 songs done
Right.
for that amount that they're paying out.
Yep.
I just want
It's a-
James'
it's
background
just-
block animation.
People need to know it's a business. We don't do it for free, and stop asking us to. Like,
YouTube is a cutthroat business, and you got to be ready to take some people out.
I'm
Get
talking
your-
cement
YouTube
shoes.
is an unfair mistress. She can be nice.
She's a salty wench.
She can be naughty.
But I mean, I think kids need to know how YouTube works. They really just don't know. I told my friends how, like, oh, I do YouTube videos. Like, oh, really? That's cool. Oh, so you make money for every subscriber you get?
Like, no.
Like,
no.
No.
I wish.
No.
That'd be cool.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
best thing that always
I'm
kills me
down.
too is that the guys that use the ad block, and I know Sleepy, you use ad block, but typically you try
Whoa!
to disable it whenever you're
Call
doing
him
videos.
out, man.
Yeah, I disable it.
Well, the thing
Maybe
that
we're not
kills me
friends
is
anymore.
that ad block is actually paid. Like whenever ad block, the main one that comes out for a lot of different things, that's actually a company that was given a huge amount of money by Google to get the company started up. Which kind of kills me because I'm like, wait, Google at the time, even still, owned YouTube. So YouTube is the
Yeah.
main part that the ads get blocked from. So I'm like, you're paying a company to make something that blocks ads so that people aren't getting paid? This is a fucking circle.
Well,
Well,
my thing
apparently,
is,
I read a thing the
Go
other day that like it'd been proven that Google had paid ad block to not block ads, like in certain cases.
I got you. My thing with it is I don't like to sit through ads because I'm just a really impatient person. But if it is a person like like Dream for instance or Hot Josh, and it's a person I go to regularly and like puts out music, I'll either like buy their albums, I'll buy their music, I'll donate to them. Like a lot of people I know who have charity events, I try to get it as much attention as possible. I donate myself. It's just I hate ads, but I do try to contribute.
But
Yeah,
I gotta say, they are getting better.
I don't care. Like, okay, I use Hulu Plus. I don't have cable. I use Hulu Plus to watch TV.
It's a good
And
product.
and people will be like, "Well, I don't like Hulu Plus because you gotta watch ads and you pay for it." I was like, "Okay, number one, you pay for cable and you have to watch ads.
A
So-
lot of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't have to watch that
Cable.
many of them."
Yeah.
But like, second of all, who the hell cares? Like, it's like a minute out of your show watching to like deal. Like, sometimes there's an ad on a Hulu like video, and I don't even have time to go run and grab a drink before my show is back on. Like, it's not that big of a hassle. And so for Hulu, for YouTube, people are like, "Oh, I hate watching ads." I'm like, dude. Like, this is free entertainment for you. Watch a 50-second ad. Deal with it.
Yeah.
You know?
I talked about this in one of my storytelling videos on why I don't like TV, why I can't stand, television anymore. Because I go on YouTube or I go on Hulu or Crunchyroll or stuff like that, which is just like, small ads, like just a minute ad. And then you go
Right.
on TV and then it's like, what? 20 minutes or something. It feels like 20 minutes that you've gone by, and it seems like more than ever television is they're having more ads because that's the only way they can stay,
Well, I think
afloat.
Yeah,
right
well,
now
they
the
have to
format
make
is,
money.
The format right now is that on a 30-minute TV show series, you typically have about 22 and a half minutes of actual video. So that means
Yep.
in 30 minutes you have 7.5 minutes of commercials.
Yep.
So on a YouTube video, for this one right here, right? So for this one, right now we've been live on here for about
34 minutes.
34 minutes.
Yeah, almost 35.
I did monetize this, so that says that there was 30 seconds probably at the beginning of this video or somewhere during the beginning of this video. Or if afterwards, it'll be, whenever after we're done recording, it'll be up there. So at the beginning of this video, there's a 30-second ad that you can skip after 5 seconds.
Right.
Yep.
Let alone already at this point in time having over 7.5 minutes of commercials.
Well, how Korea's doing it, I really like how they, have the whole television thing because, they will show their ads before and after the show. So in the beginning, they'll show ads, and then you watch the whole 30-minute long episode, and then at the end, they'll show the ads. And I really like that because you're not really, taking away from the experience or anything like that. And I just like how they work it. But, it's...
I think they should start working it like Idiocracy. Did you ever watch that? And it was
Yeah.
like, go away, biting. And like he's watching his TV, and it's this huge fucking TV. Except it's like filled up to where the only thing he's got visible is like this big of the screen, and all the rest of it's ads all around it.
Yeah, just all around it.
So it's like a 50-something inch TV, and he's got like this much its actual viewable video of what
We
he's
can't-
watching.
we
Yeah,
can't
and I will
see.
say that happens a lot in Asian countries now. Like there'll be ads all over the place, like even during the show. I mean, you're right, they do, bigger chunks at the beginning and the end. But I don't. First of all, I don't see that happening here because no one's gonna want anything over. And we already get mad when they put those like stupid like people spinning in front of their show logo.
Those aren't that bad in my opinion.
We already hate that.
Breaks.
But like I mean, the ad companies aren't going to do that because that would require. It comes down to audience retention again. It would require that you were there before the show started, and then you watched ads after the fact, and
Yeah.
they're not going to do
The
that
advertisers
because
aren't
they're
gonna
going
pay
to
for that. So.
because that requires that you have the audience retention that people will stay through your whole 20-minute show,
Yeah.
and they just aren't going to, and so they get you with those ads that are all the time. But again, I don't care. Like on YouTube, it's a whole other thing because on YouTube you don't even have to pay for it. So I don't even care. People complain about ads on YouTube. I'm just like, no offense, Sleepy. I'm just like, shut up, watch the ad.
Bye.
I don't care.
You're
don't
a
pay
lot
for
more
it.
nice than me. I'm like, fuck off! Get the hell out of here if you don't like it. Oh, I'm
Um,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a little baby and I can't stand here for 5 seconds because I got the attention span of a fucking goldfish.
Well, I see. I'm not wanted.
Exactly. Talking to you, Sleepy.
Get out of here.
Can we
Just-
do something like
get.
Can we do like the Truman Show where like in the middle of Breaking Bad, like they're just like sponsoring like Downey like wash. It's like, damn it, Walter. And
While we're making this meth, we need some Arm & Hammer baking soda. Gets everything clean and keeps your refrigerator clean too. Because that's what we need to do. Kill them. And it's just fucking going crazy.
Arm & Hammer, bitch.
When I don't watch ads, I love using AdBlock Plus.
Yeah, oh god, I would love if they did like radio stuff, like how radio ads. It's like, guys, I do this radio thing, but whenever I get home and I go to sleep, I like a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Let me get my radio
Those are-
personality in
those are
here.
comfy.
Let's get radio personality Dream. Hey guys, Dream Reaver 23 here, and when I'm off the air, I like to drive around in my nice new car that I got over from the dealership at this place. It's a lovely car, and they got great financing, friendly staff, and everything down there. Make sure you drop by and pick them up. Also, I like hookers. Wait, this is not live, is it? Damn it!
Is that the GTA Dream
cut it,
radio
cut it.
DJ?
Speaking of, I just woke up in a new Bugatti. I got a new Bugatti. I recommend you guys buy a Bugatti.
Yeah, really.
Tell them I sent you. I would love to see that.
Speaking of wrecking balls, come on down to AJ's Wrecking Ball Emporium.
Do you need a
Sound
wrecking
effects
ball?
may
I'm pretty
include
sure we have.
More wrecking balls than you can ride around naked on.
Well, I've been told I'm pretty good at riding around, but never mind.
No.
That came
No.
out wrong. I
Just,
swear.
just stop.
But I mean, like, I don't use ad blocks for YouTube.
You use
pretty
it for
much
the
just right
lulz?
Huh?
You use it for the lulz?
I use it like on annoying websites. Like I use it on Facebook because then I don't see like the annoying ads on the side.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
stuff like that. But I mean, Crunchyroll, and for you, those of you who don't know what Crunchyroll is, it's basically like Hulu or Netflix but with anime.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually used AdBlock on there for about a week, and then I was like, this is too annoying. Because it glitches it. It does glitch it. So all of a sudden you'll be like, what? And then it'll where the ad's supposed to be, it glitches it. So then you're somewhere else in the storyline. So then I was like, okay, this is just too annoying. I'm just gonna buy premium. Only $5, only $5 a month. That seems very worth it, and I use it.
And there's that argument too. Is like, okay, Netflix, I don't have any ads, right? Now, if Netflix starts doing ads, I'm gonna be pissed. But you pay $10 a month, $9 a month, $10 a month, whatever it is, for the digital service and everything like that, and you're paying for a subscription. And I know that for a while, which I guess have they done it already? YouTube with the pay.
I think they have it for like certain
pay channels. I know it's not all the
They
channels.
have the paid channels.
Well, I mean, I can set my channel to it if I actually wanted to, because I'm with Machinima. But I don't want to.
I can do that.
See, but I mean, if it was a bigger channel and everything like that, and people would just like whenever you do that as a pay channel, do you not have ads on there, or do you still have ads on there?
I think still have ads on there.
Because you're just paying to be allowed to subscribe to that channel, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Which is fucking retarded.
I think what YouTube should do is blip. It's a thing where it can detect if you have ad block, and what it will do is it'll make you sit through a longer ad. Rooster Teeth does that, and I think that's just hilarious. How like, oh, you have ad block? Okay, you're watching a longer ad than you're actually supposed to.
Enjoy this 5-minute ad for your 2-minute video.
The ASPCA ad, like commercials. Oh god, I hate watching it. It's like, oh my god, it's 7 minutes. Shut up! I got a kitty already. I rescued her from the pound.
But yeah,
Leave me alone, Sarah McLachlan.
I think YouTube should do that, where it's just like, whoa, you have ad block? You cannot watch this.
Yeah, totally. Please don't have that happen.
I mean,
well, see, then the easier thing would be to just not use ad block. Because I mean, and like I said, like 9 out of 10 videos that I watch on YouTube, they have it to where you can just skip after 5 seconds. Another thing that I really like that people have done is if you have the ad at the end of the video, and the only reason why I never do that on mine is because sometimes I don't have the option to do that. Sometimes I do. I don't understand why that is.
Huh.
But having the ad at the end of the video is pretty cool, except for the fact that a lot of people just like lose. You know that I said that attention span of a goldfish? Most people fucking have that. It's like, I clicked on this video, it looks awesome. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. I gotta pee. Did I fart? Next video! And that's what they do. They just, like, really, you didn't even get past the ad.
No, what the ads at the end are good for is for when people forget that they're watching. Because a lot of people, like with like my Minecraft videos, they like window out and they'll do something else, and they're just really listening to me.
Yeah.
And they'll forget they're watching a video, and then boom, I got you with another ad right there at the end.
Well, and if they keep it on a playlist, because like a lot of times they'll just open up the playlist. I know that I used to do that a lot and have it torn with my playlist.
Yeah.
In the vid stream. Yeah, that's how they should do it right there. And see, and that's one thing that I started doing with mine, and having it to where like I'm advertising for other channels. Which, by the way, we are going to take a quick break right now because I got to piss for one thing, and I'm sure these guys need a potty as well. Since we've been doing this for about how long have we been doing this?
Potty.
7 to 8 hours.
I don't know.
45 minutes. So we will be back, and this is an ad that I do support. Hey guys, what's going on? DreamRiver23 here, and I want to let you all in on a little secret that I found out, and it's really changed how I look at the game EVE. If you haven't played EVE before, EVE is an amazing MMO space game, and it's been out, and a lot of people don't realize that it's been out actually longer than World of Warcraft and a lot of the other MMOs out there at this time. Lots of fun though. But it can get a little tedious when you're out there mining, out in the middle of nowhere. Mining away, same thing day in, day out, to try to get that ISK to pay the bills or whatever you need to do. But I've discovered something else, and it's made it a lot more fun and a lot more entertaining to go mining, or to definitely traveling through the different systems and everything, trying to grab up some resources. And that is this. Evilopolis, it's set up as a site to where you can go and link it through your API and everything like that, and tie in your in-game ISK to the Evilopolis site. Now, a lot of people are saying, why would I want to do that? Well, the reason is because they have a lot of really cool things that they do on here. They have ISK raffles, Plex raffles, ship raffles, and these are all based on where it's really the players that kind of determine this, just like in the EVE world. The 5 million ISK payout. So actually, this is just 5 billion ISK that they're paying out on here, and you can go and be a part of this. It costs. You get game tokens after you play different games and stuff like that, and you can put those in here. Each one right now pays out 1737 ISK. So if you put in 1,000 tokens, that right there is worth 1,737,000 ISK that you would get back in your pocket. And you can put these back into your account, and it's really freaking cool. But that's not the coolest part about it. The coolest part about it is this. Slot machines. Right now, I play this a lot. I play this a lot when I'm sitting out here in the... in the confines of null-sec space and waiting for my ore holds to fill up, which actually you just transfer that over. It's set up for in-game browser. You can see right here I have 26 million ISK and the balance on there. They actually start you off with this at 7 million ISK. They have different games that you can play, and they go off for different. I'm actually playing a pretty high stakes game right here with 1.8 million per max bet for this ISK. But you can go to slot machines, and you can actually see that there's quite a few slot machines. You have ISK cargo slots, Miner Mania, classic slots, Neural Remap, and they each have different ones. ISK cargo starts off with the lowest, which with a buyout or max bet of 270,000 ISK. And you can sit here and spin this. It actually tracks who's the highest, who won the most for recent winnings over 1.5 million on here. And it's just a really fun and cool game. I actually do enjoy this series, and it definitely helps to pass the time. And you can get some ISK out of it. They have raffles to go on Evilopolis site, and I Want ISK. These are part of the same site, company, sisterhood, or whatever, if you want to call it that. And you can win some good money on there. So, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I will have links down below if you want to sign up through Evilopolis. It goes through your EVE account. Or you can sign up with and link it through to your EVE account, and so that you can win some money, get it back into your ISK, and hey, maybe one of the lucky ones that gets the huge raffles. Because these raffles, there's some big money that's going through here. 25 billion ISK raffle, a 1 billion ISK raffle, 500 million ISK raffle. They have ship raffles where you can win a Rhea, or a Rhea if you want to call it that. My sister's name's Rhea, so I call it Rhea. You can win Plex. They have really cool stuff on here. I haven't won anything super huge yet with the raffles, because since I've been on, the raffles haven't finished. But I have orders in for the raffles, and I have won quite a bit of money on the slot machines. So that's the thing I play the most on here. I'm addicted to the slot machines. I have won a couple of the jackpots. You can see the jackpots up top, and then it has payouts and everything like that on these tables. It is set up very much like a regular casino. So I just wanted to show you this, guys, and share this with you. Make sure you guys click below in the description. I'll have the links to Evilopolis and to the I Want ISK, so you can go and play the slot machines and get them tied to your account in EVE. If you do play EVE, you need to play this in your mining time or in long journeys. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I am DreamRiver23 reminding you all to game happy, and I will see you all later. I'm going to be sitting here spinning money. See, so that was an ad right there, and it allowed me to run to the bathroom and do my stuff there. So that one actually had a use for it more than anything. We did lose like 2 viewers, concurrent viewers, I guess, right now.
Of course,
but it happens. And people are like, I don't want to watch this. I've already watched this, or I haven't watched this. I don't want to watch this.
All right, so let's go to our original topic. How's everybody's YouTube channel going? Sleepy, how's your YouTube channel going?
Oh, I haven't uploaded anything in a few months.
Woo!
But I've been playing with my buddy TJ, and he edited this awesome Portal 2 video with him and I playing, and we're looking to play Half-Life 2 and Terraria soon, which will be up on his channel, which he's awesome at editing.
Terraria.
He really is. I would love to find people that could just. I want to find editors. Like, I can produce the content, but I need to have like an editor on staff. I can be like, all right, edit this and put crazy. Like I love the text, the typography when it goes up on there.
Yep.
I just think that's.
He did it really well. And his transitions were that I don't know, just the entire video. His timing just made me laugh. Even though I played through it all, but I at least watched it like 7 times over due to just how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hodge, have you been playing GTA 5 or?
Oh my gosh, I've been playing so much GTA 5, but not on my channel though. I don't want to deal with that. It's too much work.
I don't.
Because like you got the songs that those like I'd have to not ever listen to the radio.
Is there just a thing to disable that or?
Maybe.
You can turn off the radio, but like I love the radio in.
Yeah,
GTA
it's part of the game
really
for me. The first thing I do is like when I jack a car is like, hey, was this person listening to the radio on the radio? And then I instantly change it because I hate everyone's music taste but mine.
Oh, this old grandma was listening to rock and roll death metal.
No, this old grandma was listening to NWA. Awesome.
Right? Yeah. So that, in that case, I leave it. But yeah, so like the songs, and then most like I just don't. I've been pretty good so far on my channel with like not dealing with like a lot of language and a lot of craziness, and I feel like GTA would just be one constant bleep.
Yep.
So,
Well,
and it's for me. I'll do it for me.
Well, think about all the kids that play GTA and love it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to put it in their faces, I guess.
I guess.
am I the only one in here that likes anime or does watch anime?
Yeah, but you're also Asian, so.
I like some anime, like maybe 2 of them.
Well, right now I'm at like a loss. I don't know what to do with my channel because
Code Lyoko episodes. It's what I will tune in for.
Have you done Cowboy Bebop yet? Because
that's
a good-
man. I know it's a good one, but man, I just I don't mind
like it?
watching it. I do love it. I think Cowboy Bebop. I love Steve Bloom. I love the voice acting in it. I just I don't know. I don't really want to do anime reviews, but then I don't have anything else to do.
What
So-
do you play? Or?
Again, you know what I play.
Yeah.
Hardly anything.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do know
So-
that. You told me.
I mean, I think with YouTube, it's all about finding the thing that you really like. That's what you're gonna do the best with. So
No.
No.
I don't know.
I've been enjoying this whole play with other people, have them record it and edit it, and just me laugh at myself. That's been pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's fun. Multiplayer is always good times.
Well, since I
people-
started up the online for the GTA 5 today, I have Mr. Boss for the one, which he's actually been doing really good with the GTA stuff on his channel. And,
Right.
But see, since you have it on PS3 and not Xbox 360, we can't play together.
I'm sorry. I don't want to buy a game system from the devil.
Hey, I have feelings.
Wait, how many people own a PS3 here?
Um,
Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
We can't see Dream's hand.
Yeah,
I don't own one. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
You know what?
neither do I.
it's okay.
Well, no.
It's whatever.
I had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2. I didn't get the PlayStation 3 because the Xbox 360 was more appealing to me. And then on this next system console, like the next gens, I will be going PS4 just because it's more
Yeah.
appealing to me. You know what I mean?
You and everyone else. I looked at a poll today, and like the numbers for Xbox. I mean, they have great pre-orders and everything, and they're gonna. But like, there's a lot of people that are that have been surveyed that are saying like, yeah, I'm going PS4.
Well, I think
I mean,
this is how I look at it is with Sony, right? If you have a PlayStation 4 exclusive,
Yeah.
it's coming out on PlayStation 4. If you have a Microsoft Xbox One exclusive, it's also coming out to
It'll be-
PC.
Yeah, it'll be on PC.
And I'm typically
PC
a
Master
PC.
is. No.
I mean, that's just how it is. You know, you look at it that way. If you look at it just off of sheer, stats and like facts of it. Is just like, all right, if it's coming out exclusively to Xbox, Microsoft's not going to be an idiot. They're going to put it out on PC as well.
Yeah.
If it's coming out exclusively to Sony, it might come out on PC. Most likely not.
Yeah. Maybe.
So that's how I look at it in that bit. Not to mention also just like with the backtracking and everything like that Microsoft did with their Xbox One and everything like that. And I'm sure it was all just a test, but you know what? That shit blew up in their face.
It did.
All right, time out. I think this should be a kind of thing. People acknowledging people in the comment section. I'll read some out.
I've been reading all of them up to this point because I have them to where they go on the side of my stats.
Ultimate Mate Hydra says, "Hi, Dream." Garrett 13
Riveting
says,
stuff.
"PC for the win."
Of course. He also said 15-year-old pulled taxi driver out of his taxi and drove away.
I Sleep the Day Away said, Sleepy is the coolest. Also, PC Master Race. I like that guy.
Boo.
Master Race
Boo.
joke.
So I mean, I know that. I mean, just looking at the stats and everything that are coming out for the PS4 and the Xbox One, both of them are going to be great systems. I don't have any doubts about that. Both of them are going to be great systems, and I will have both systems in my house because the wife likes Xbox. She likes the stuff that the Xbox One is going to do and everything like that. And I don't even know why I would get one for, but I will end up getting a one for because that's what she'll want to play.
How
around
does
the
she
house and
have
stuff, so-
time to play games when she's in the kitchen?
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
They have wireless
Hodge,
controllers.
get out of here.
Do what?
They have wireless controllers. And what are you talking about? I'm
That's
the one in
right.
the kitchen.
But I mean,
yep.
for me, like,
Same here.
I don't know, the Xbox One and then the PS4, like, this is how I look at it. I'm just like, I don't really want to buy them. Like, I don't know. It has to be something's wrong. Like, there has to be one title that is just, like, telling me, like, you need to buy this system.
There is.
Kidding
Watch
me?
Dogs.
Destiny.
I never
Dogs
saw the
everywhere.
appeal of Watch Dog.
Whoa,
Oh my
whoa,
God.
whoa, Astro, pump the brakes. Get out
I
of
know
this call.
Asians are in there.
Get out of
Okay,
this car, Astro.
let me just say, like, Destiny, dude. If you have, I wish I could tell you the things I knew about Destiny, but I promise you, Destiny is the one you want to be. You want to play Destiny.
Is it my destiny to play it?
Yes. But no, like when I was in Seattle a couple weeks ago, and we went to Bungie, and they showed us some stuff from Destiny, and holy poop, you want to play it? I promise.
Like right now, what I'm using my Xbox 364 right now is really just for Netflix.
Dude,
and,
Netflix machine.
and just that really is just to watch like Crunchyroll and Netflix stuff on my big screen. Nothing's really out that I really want to play, other than a lot of Nintendo products. So I may buy it.
Oh, a lot of Nintendo products, like
Just
is there
the
a lot-
Mario games. I want to play
Yeah,
the new
Mario
Pokemon
stuff.
X and Y.
okay,
Uh,
me too, but like
I want to.
Oh, you want to have a fight about it? I
I'm
also
just saying,
want to
like-
play it.
like I want
No,
to play the new
me
Smash.
too, me too.
Yeah. But you want to go? You want to play Pokemon?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said because like there's
I got it.
yeah, Nintendo's games are good, but that is it. Like if you're gonna play a third party game, you're really gonna play that on Nintendo?
I don't know.
Like Assassin's Creed 4, are you really telling me like I'd play Assassin's Creed 4 on my Wii U with that god awful classic controller?
Hey,
I
they tried their darndest.
No, they
I-
didn't.
have no clue, but like, just some of the Nintendo games coming out, like Pokemon X and Y, Smash Bros. That just looks fun to me, and I'm just like,
No, I agree. I'm on the same page. Those are awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like those little games games like that can keep me interested. I haven't been hugely into a game. Like I've been playing like a lot of Counter-Strike, but I think my last game I was into was Halo. But I don't know. I picked up The Binding of Isaac recently. My buddy gifted it to me. I've
It's
been
so
having
good.
I've been having a lot. Like when I first saw it, I'm like, that's not a type of game I'd like to play. He gifted
So
it
good.
to me. Yeah, that's what I've been playing so much, blasting music and listening and playing that.
So
Playing
good.
Portal 2 with my buddy TJ. And then we got Terraria, so I'm hoping to play that soon as well.
Yeah.
That
Sam,
looks.
do you have
lately-
Terraria?
Yeah, I do have Terraria. No, last night me and Voltron and Bart were playing the new update. And I started up the
Sleepy
server.
wasn't invited.
You were.
Neither was
sleeping.
Hodge, but I'm never invited.
It's true. Dude, whenever we play, it's like you're like passed out.
Almost every other time Dream texts me, he's like, "Hey, you on the computer?" I'm like, "No, I'm in the bed. Good night."
Yeah. Whenever we start playing a game at like 3 in the morning, I'm like, yeah, Hodge is not here. He's going to be sleeping.
If you like told me like a week in advance, I'd totally sleep all
Dude,
day.
there is no scheduling. Have you listened? Have you ever heard Voltron? Have you ever watched
You're
the
right.
video that he's been in there? There's no scheduling with Voltron.
We'll just do things at Minecon. That's what.
There you go. I sent an email last night up to Bryce. I was like, hey, Bry, I need to, because Steve dropped out. He's got stuff for school. So I'm like, hey, I got an extra ticket to Minecon. I don't know if you're going. If you want to go,
Mhm.
cool. Awesome. We've been meaning to hook up for a while on, a parody or a song or something like that, or an original.
Right.
And so I'm like, cool, it'd be badass, be able to hang out. I already have a hotel room, booked. I have everything booked except Steve dropped out, so I have an extra ticket if you want to go. I didn't know if he was going because typically he's Call of Duty and Halo and stuff like that, so didn't know. Sent him an email, haven't got any response back yet.
Gotcha.
He's really hard to get in touch with.
Busy guy.
Yeah. Well, that and he's got, his kids and his wife and everything like that.
That falls into busy.
So,
Kids.
it's understandable. But I mean, it's like, yeah, just hit me back sometime. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Is anyone? So who's going to Minecon in here?
This guy.
Yep.
Sleepy.
I can't travel. I need my sleep. I can't be on planes.
You can sleep on planes.
Yeah, but get your logic out of here.
I'm just saying.
Dude, I can't travel. I went down to Myrtle Beach for a week, and the second I got there to the second I got home, I hated it. I wanted to be in my own bed. I wanted to have my computer.
No.
I'm like, I love being other places.
I don't know.
I love sleep
I'm
too much.
off and on about it. Fantabulous asked, any idea what the heck happened to Cube World?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Well, I know
let's
that we
blame
were
the
doing
Australians.
Cube World had a great start and everything like that, but right now, they're basically everybody's just kind of waiting for updates for them to finish things. And this happened a lot because I'll call it the Kickstarter era, right? So Kickstarter came out and everybody had these great ideas for games and stuff like that, and it was like, all right, cool. Well, the game's scheduled to be released in about a year. We're just looking for backing so we can get this game finished. And everybody's like, fuck yeah, I'll support that. And then it's come up to that year point, and they're like, oh, we're struggling, we're having hard times, and a lot of people are starting to pull out and do less support for it. And, even with the money that's been given to them, they're just not being able to meet their projected dates for, beta releases or new patches or updates and everything like that. And so a lot of people are really losing faith. I know that with Cube World behind it, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, this looks great. The game's fun to play. There's, bugs and everything like that are in there, but there's a lot of potential here. And we're all still just kind of continuing to wait. And it's like, come on, guys, get on the ball. Like, you have a great product, give us information about scheduled updates, when they're going to be done, when you're going to have them done by, and actually meet those so that people will continue to support the cause instead of letting us just fucking dangle out here like a worm on a hook saying, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to happen sometime.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to not be pessimistic because Cube World is a blast, and I was following it all through the early stages and stuff, and I know it got a big bump from Notch. I get it. It was going to be popular. And I never thought it was that realistic to expect a lot of things out of a duo. That's all they are. It's just a husband and wife team. And, I think the game there's two options. One, they're really working hard on bringing some more stuff to the game, which I hope they are. Or the other option is they made a buttload of money and they never promised anything other than you'd have a game you could play, and you have it already.
Yeah.
And so, I don't want to say that's what they're doing because that sounds like I don't want to accuse somebody of doing that, but I know they made a ton of money, and I would be hard if I was a developer. It would be hard to be like, oh, I should add more things to this game that I made $1 million off of. I don't know if they made that much money, but yeah.
Yeah.
I talked with this to Dream last time, but I was just like, I want to play a game. Like, it's been so long since I played a game where I was just like, you know, once I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, I want to play this game. Or whenever I get out from school, it's like, I want to play this game. Something that, you know, totally sucks me into the whole world, how it works. Because the last game to do that was really Minecraft. You know, I didn't want to leave my computer. I was like, I want to play this for a long time. And there hasn't been a game that's really intrigued me like Minecraft did. But I don't play Minecraft anymore because I think I got burnt out on it or something. But, I mean, I haven't played a game that's just fully immersed me like Minecraft has.
Do you play on consoles at all?
I do play on console, especially fighting games. I love fighting games.
Right.
You know,
I was thinking, like, I mean, Last of Us was so good. But you don't have a PS3, do you?
mm-mm.
So that was a PS3 exclusive.
I have played, you know, some PS3 games which were good, but not enough to, you know, make me want to buy a PS3.
I played the demo of Beyond Two Souls today. Holy crap. The game is going to be so good. I can't wait.
But, I mean,
It's
like...
another PS3 exclusive, though, so...
I mean, I play games, like... I play everything from Soul Calibur to Dragon Ball Z, you know?
Right.
And just in fighting games.
So, from fighting games to fighting games?
Yeah, fighting games to fighting games.
You got a broad range there.
It's a broad range. I like hamburgers and also cheeseburgers.
Pretty much. Maybe hamburgers that got lettuce on them, too. I'm not sure.
I don't know what's about fighting games. I just think they're cool. But
Well, see, but the biggest thing to me is that I look at, I guess, and it kind of goes with the mindsets, right? So for me, and I'm sure, Hodge, you can agree with this, that fighting games have changed ever so much over the years. Fighting games originally were Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and 4. You had like Terminator versus RoboCop. Those were considered fighting games. Actually, Terminator versus RoboCop, or RoboCop versus Terminator, was more of a platformer. But
Yeah.
typically, that was what was seen as a fighting game. And then it went to where it was like Tekken, Soul Caliburs, Dragon Ball Z's, like the Dragon Ball GT,
one
Final
versus
Bout, stuff
1v1,
like that.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's what became fighting games. And nowadays, I mean, what you have like Soul Calibur that, you know, has different stuff. Killer Instinct's going to be coming out like for a revamp, which is pretty badass that I'm excited about. But I mean, like that's like the fighter game nowadays, and they haven't really done much for me in a while. Like I think
They've
the
never
last
done
real
anything for
fighting
me
game that I
ever.
played was Soul Calibur 4, and I'm like
Yeah.
arcade, not on console. Like it
Yeah. I like them in arcades. I feel like they fit better in arcades. And maybe if I had friends that played, like playing at home might be more fun. But like fighting games for me were always just like a test of my button mashing skills. So
yeah. I can push my button so much faster.
I mean, the thing with me is like why I like fighting games is one because of the fan service. I mean, like I'm a big anime nerd, so I'm just like, oh, Dragon Ball Z. I'm just like, let me play, and that's for me. But I mean, all my friends, they like fighting games because I mean we can all play them together and we can all button mash and kind of learn the game together.
yeah.
That we like. But I mean, Call of Duty. I don't know. I just find Call of Duty and shooting games too easy sometimes. But with fighting games, it's just like, okay, so you need to do combos, stuff like that. That's why I think but I mean, I get tired of fighting games. Like, I can't play over an hour of a fighting game, then I get just bored.
See, and I mean, I guess that's for me why I've been so much on a kick. Like, a lot of people ask me, you know, why don't you play more, like, why don't you play Call of Duty? One, I see Call of Duty as it's waning. Like, it's definitely over its peak, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of the first-person shooters that are waning, and honestly, I'm not that great at first-person shooters.
Oh God, me and you played Counter-Strike together for about a month, and it was something.
I had some good ones, but you know, I'm not adept at first-person shooters. I'm more of a strategy guy, you know. I like playing like the game Towns. I love playing Towns. I love playing games that are along that line of work.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, it was Age of Empires and
Oh.
what was
Age of Empires.
there was one. It was like something Earth or whatever.
Speaking of, I want to play Goddess. Anybody played that yet?
I saw
Actually,
an
one of the
Earth
guys
video
that I
I
play
posted.
Eve with, he is. He was talking to me about it last night because I've seen it on Steam. And I was like, hey, you know, that looks really cool. What's it like? And he's like, oh, I've been playing it now for a while, and it's got to the point to where unless you want to like add people to your Steam list and playing with these other people, it gets redundant after a little bit. So after a couple hours, you're just like, okay, cool. And I'm like, that kind of right there. I was like, he's like, unless you want to play with a group of people to build up, like your stuff. He's like, it's a cool game, but it just needs more. And so we're all kind of waiting for updates to get more content in there.
You could play
That
with
makes sense.
Sleepy. Yeah, I don't know. I saw a video on Goddess, and I was actually
Take it
I've gone
easy,
back
Garrett.
and rewatched it. What?
I was saying, take it easy to Garrett, one of the guys that comments. He said he's taking off because if not,
Sorry.
it'll be an all-nighter.
That one's super loud for me, and it was just really alright. Yeah, I've rewatched the videos a few times and gone through it. I really like the kind of like the art style of it, and I've been using that as a reference for some other stuff I've been working on. But yeah, in terms of the actual games, I've heard it's okay. Yeah, it gets kind of really drawn out once you get towards the end game.
Yeah, I followed the early stuff with the game just because Peter Molyneux is like a champ, in the gaming world, and so to see what he's doing, you want to see what's going on. But then the whole idea of that little game that he put out on the iPhone and Android that if you won, you got to be there's a guy who won, and he's the god over all the other gods, and he's able to institute a game rule, and then I think there's microtransactions in Goddess, right? Is that a thing?
No, it was. I think ideally, there was a little menu that you could buy gems which you could use for other stuff.
Yeah.
But once people were upset about it because it was never implemented, Peter Molyneux said there would not be microtransactions in it.
Okay. Because I know originally, this dude who won this game was going to be getting a cut of those microtransactions for a year. He would be
I
getting.
guess he's
cut of
getting
it.
nothing.
Yeah, so I don't know if does he get a cut of the game for a year? I don't know how they would make that work.
Yeah.
But it was the coolest idea. It was very much modern day Willy Wonka. You won this contest, but I think he still gets to implement one game rule. This is one rule that affects every other player in the universe that's playing it.
Yeah.
And apparently, from year to year, that'll switch. He'll lose it in a year and it'll move to somebody else.
Well, see, has anybody read Ready Player One?
I want to read it so bad.
It's a
I haven't
really
read
good.
it yet.
It's a really good read.
I'm waiting for the movie.
The ending was actually no, they are making a movie of it.
I would watch that.
Yeah,
That sounds
Is there an
like awesome
audiobook?
idea.
I'll listen to the audiobook.
No, the great book. The biggest part of there is that it's this whole contest to win it, and the winner, gets
Right.
basically
I heard about
all of the stuff or whatever. And that would be really cool for a lot of games. I think if they did it to where they had say in GTA 5, right? So GTA 5, if they got it to where you won 1% of the total take of the game, oh dear God,
Right.
you'd be rich as all hell because
You would.
it's going crazy. But
What's it at now, by the way?
I mean, look
I don't
at
know. It's over $1 billion. So what's $1 billion?
Well,
What's
it was over. It
1% of
was
$1
over
billion?
$1 billion. It was over $1 billion before. It was 3 days. It got over $1 billion.
But what's 1% of $1 billion, for instance?
I can't do the maths.
Yeah, yeah. Who cares about that actually?
Oh, okay, here's a question for everyone.
Oh, no, the
Story
Asian
based
is a-
wise, story
How many-
based wise, what is your favorite game? Story based wise,
Of ever?
you just love the story of the game.
Halo 3.
You love the characters. You love all that. What would be your favorite? Mine personally is Assassin's Creed, more Ezio. I don't know
3.
why. Ezio was just so cool to me. The story was just awesome. The voice actor is just Ezio Auditore different.
I don't know.
Awesome.
I've always been like a multiplayer kind of guy, but like I don't know. It's like hard to say because like single player, my single player experience is kind of like tied up with the whole nostalgia of the game. Like Halo 3 is still my favorite game ever, and that's single player or multiplayer. But now that I look back at it, the campaign might not be like the story behind Halo is amazing, but I'm not sure if it was like that great in Halo 3.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I think mine's a toss-up. I think it's a tie between three things. One would be Ocarina of Time, Legends of Zelda Ocarina of Time on the N64.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first game that like I was actually like emotionally invested in.
I was too scared to play that game.
Yeah. Then would be right after that on the riding its coattails would be Kingdom Hearts, the Kingdom Hearts series in general.
Too scared to play that game.
Because they're fantastic. And then right after that would be Final Fantasy VIII. Because again, was like
Never appealed to me.
when I could be. Good.
Look, I was gonna ask, do you like Kingdom Hearts because it reminded you of Final Fantasy?
In my opinion, Kingdom Hearts did what Final Fantasy did better.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Because I could never get into a Final Fantasy game.
I mean, I played 8 as a kid, and I was super into it. And then I played 9 as a kid, and I was super into it. 10, I got about halfway through and lost interest. And I think it all has to come down to the reason I lost interest in 10 is because I played Kingdom Hearts. If I had never touched Kingdom Hearts, 10 would have probably appealed to me just like 8 and 9 did. And then I was out of it for a while. And I came back in on Final Fantasy 13, and I couldn't do it. And that's why I love like the new Final Fantasy game that's coming out of 15, I think. It's styled like Kingdom Hearts as far as like the active combat system, and you're not like turn-based. And it looks like they took all the cool stuff out of Kingdom Hearts. So no, the characters reminded me of Final Fantasy, and that was a cool factor. And obviously, I've been a Disney fan like all my life, and so there was that nostalgia factor. But honestly, just like it was better than a Final Fantasy game in my opinion.
Yeah.
For me, there's been a few of them that have really stood out, over I guess the test of time, and starting back even from the earliest one, like the Zelda series, I go off series.
Yeah.
Right. So Zelda, great stories throughout the series. Right. Great progression of the story of the games.
So I'll ready for the new one.
Yeah, it looks really good. Castlevania, always been one of my tops. Like, I mean, I'd say that's probably my top favorite game series throughout its entire career. Blaster Master, back on the NES. It's a great song. Great story. It's about a boy and his frog. His frog gets into some like crazy stuff, turns into a big, huge, mutated thing, and he goes and he has to save, like the world from it by falling into the thing. Falling and finding a tank with... It's badass. It was good. You didn't need a whole lot of explanation. It was like... And it showed you like 5 pictures, and you're like... you just freaking cruise along, you know what I mean?
On top of the Assassin's Creed thing, also Earthbound. I just like the whole atmosphere of Earthbound.
I'd say up until the last
so I don't know if I can say anything about
until the last 15% of the game, it's great, and then you're just like, what the fuck is going on here? It's got crazy, ridiculous.
Well, apparently,
you're gonna go ahead.
Apparently, the last boss that you fight in Earthbound is all based on the concept of the guy who created it about his experience on witnessing a murder.
Yeah.
Apparently.
All right.
That's why it's so weird.
Yep.
But,
all right.
Other than that, it's a pretty good game. But I have a question for Hodge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know if the new Kingdom Hearts are going to have Star Wars in it?
Do I know? No. Do I hope?
Theorize?
Yes.
Because this is the whole scene. I just want to see this scene. Just like, as soon as you're done with that world, just like, thanks, Luke. Sora. Yeah? May the Force be with you. All right. And just go.
Well,
I want to see this
scene.
scene.
So two things. First of all, Sora is much older now, and he still needs to be voiced by Haley Joel Osment. If he's not, I'm gonna be angry. But so I mean, he'd be much older now, according to where it is in the storyline of the game. But yeah, no, I think. Okay, so I think Star Wars has a very good chance of being in Kingdom Hearts, and I feel like Disney would be dumb if they didn't include the Star Wars franchise. Because they are like, there's already like cartoony versions of them that exist. So there's already that. Because they have the Clone Wars show, so you already have like cartoonified versions of them you can put in there. Yeah. The only thing that I wonder that might limit it is because I know like Square does the game, and so they license from Disney, so Disney gives them what they want. And honestly, with Disney Infinity happening right now, if I was Disney, I would want to work on Star Wars Disney Infinity characters before I licensed it out to Kingdom Hearts.
Have that stuff on lock.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I hope they do, because I think one of the things that Kingdom Hearts needs is like new worlds. Obviously, and that's what makes every Kingdom Hearts game like bad or good, is that you get to see new worlds that you've never seen before. And honestly, the movies that they were putting you into when the first Kingdom Hearts games came out, kids don't know those movies anymore.
Tarzan.
Yeah, like
that's the only one I remember.
Yeah, I mean, you had Tarzan, The Little Mermaid, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Peter Pan, Pinocchio. That was all the first game. And like a lot of kids don't know those movies now. I mean, if you're gonna do it now, unfortunately, it'd have to be like Cars and WALL-E, but that would be even hard because that's Pixar. Yeah. You could do Wreck-It Ralph because it was a Disney movie.
Yeah.
And that would actually be insane. I would love to do like a Wreck-It Ralph level.
And they know that they're in a game. That'd be sick. Like
they
break
game.
the fourth wall. Like they acknowledge
very
it.
meta.
That'd be pretty cool. But I mean, like
Gameception.
Yeah.
The thing with the
dog, I heard you like games.
But I mean, a good marketing tactic that I think Disney could do is whenever they come out with a Kingdom Hearts movie, they also re-release their classic movies on DVD HD. Before
You mean like
or after
release
the
a
game.
Kingdom Hearts game and then release a movie at the same time?
Like release the DVDs, like
Yeah.
HD DVDs. You know how they do that, like
Blu-ray.
commercials. There's
We're
like
pulling this one out of the vault. Yeah.
if they did that, I feel like it would be a pretty good marketing tactic because then kids are just like, either they'll watch that movie and be like, Peter Pan's in this. Oh, there's a game where Peter Pan's in it. Mom, can I play this? Then they'll go into it, or maybe it'll be the other way around. You know.
Yeah, I think that's a possibility. I really think there's no telling really what Disney's going to do and what they aren't going to do. I know Infinity is huge for them right now, and so they're really wanting to push
price for that stuff
heavy.
really has to come down, I think.
You know what? It really does. Like it, you say it does, but I mean, you look at Skylanders, and it's really popular. And the price doesn't go down. I mean, the way it's actually, to me, like, I'm not a parent, so I don't really know.
Right.
But like, I would totally buy Infinity for my kids for this reason: it is a toy and a video game all rolled up into one. And so, like, you buy the toy, you have now added to their video game, and coming from a gamer, like, I love DLC. It's one of my favorite things about current gen gaming. I mean, I hate buying it, but I love the idea. I love the idea that you can add on to a game that's already out, because the only thing I can think that was even close to like that back in the day was when they released Sonic and Knuckles on the Sega Genesis. You know the one I'm talking about, where you had like it opened up and you could plop another cartridge on top of it and it changed the code of the game.
Yeah.
Like that was the only thing like that, even close to like a DLC. But like as a gamer, I would totally give my kids that, because you give them a game, which I want them to game, but then each time you buy them these toys, because of course they're going to want toys, now it is something they can add into their game.
Right. So it's like an ever-expanding universe. I mean, and I can see that point.
But that would be it for my kids. Like, you want toys and games, then you get Disney Infinity. Like, you don't...
Yeah.
No more.
No, you want to Transformer? I'm sorry. You should hope that Disney buys them.
This is your 5th birthday in a row? Okay, get more Disney Infinity.
But Dad, there's other games out.
Say nope. This year you're getting the Little Mermaid expansion. It's like, I don't even want that. You're getting it.
There's so many more Disney movies, kid.
I don't know.
Like a charm bracelet for your kid.
I am interested to see how a lot of new things are going to be going. I'm really interested in seeing what's going to be happening like with the PS4 and the Xbox One. More with the augmented realities and stuff like that they can do with the webcams and everything.
Yeah.
How much are the prices running for the Disney Infinity things? Because you said they needed to be dropped.
It's like, what, 11 to 15 for each of the characters?
Wait, each character, each
Character, and then it's $80 for the like system starter or something like that.
Yep, I'm out. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's a pretty expensive starter, but you get 3 characters.
I could get like so many pizzas with that amount of money.
Yeah,
Like
I think
5.
the thing is like, okay, so you get the starter pack and you get 1 character from 3 different movies. So you have 3 characters and they're all from different movies. Well, if you want to play multiplayer, because they're each basically a separate game. So like the Incredibles like set is a totally different game than like the Pirates of the Caribbean set.
Right.
But if you want to play multiplayer like in the Incredibles game, then you need 2 Incredibles figures. You can't put Captain Barbossa into the Incredibles. Though that would be awesome. You can't do it.
Right.
So like if you want your kid to be able to do that, then you got to give them 2 toys from each series if they want to do multiplayer. And yeah, it's expensive, but I don't see it going down. I mean, maybe one day, but I think right now it's a viable option as far as it's toys and video games combined into one thing.
Right.
If they dropped it by half, then it'd be feasible for me.
I can see them doing is something at Christmas stores, like, hey, we're taking so much off of it for the Christmas point for the big Christmas rush, but
Like Steam sales for Disney Infinity.
What I bet they'll do, honestly, is start making and this could be easily. I say easily. I don't design games, so I don't know how easily it really would be. But I could see them doing here's a deluxe figure that's going to cost this much, and here's a lower tiered figure that's not going to cost as much, but it's not going to be, won't have all the same sort of powers that the other one does, because they already have power discs that you put on. You have the toys, and then you have these power discs that give each character extra stat boosts and stuff. You could build that into a character and make it be a deluxe character, and have it cost more money, and then have a cheaper one.
yeah.
But that might be what they do sometime. If not, I hope they do. That's a good idea.
I don't know. I mean, all in all, and it is an interesting concept for the whole process. I can see them definitely moving it over, which I don't see why they haven't already. They released it out on the systems, but something for the 3DS that takes advantage of the camera. There were a few games a while back that were for the DS.
Yeah.
That made it to where, and the DS and the DSi or whatever, and you could it was augmented reality. Basically, you put down
the
little
3DS
part
has
or
it too, yeah.
and it does the augmented reality with it. So I can see them doing something like that with the 3DS.
Yeah, but the Disney Infinity doesn't work off of a camera. It's NFC.
Right, but see, with the cards and everything like that, I mean, they could do something.
Yeah, I mean, they could be a totally different game though. I noticed while we're on the topic of Disney Infinity and that sort of thing, there's talk of a Pokemon game for the Wii U. That the controller, the handheld controller for the Wii U, that it has NFC built into it.
Right.
And so there's been talk that there would be a Pokemon Stadium type-ish game that would be built around toys.
You know what? On
just
that
the
market,
Infinity
on
thing.
that point right there, I'm just saying Wii U needs to get their head out of their fucking ass, and Nintendo needs to put out some more games. Got the wife the Wii U. She's like, awesome, yeah, woohoo! Cool. Where's the games?
Sorry to interrupt, but I sadly have to get going. I got to go to work after this.
All right.
So,
Hey, not a problem. Actually, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up because we're coming up on that nice hour and a half long section of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting kind of sleepy.
Of course you are.
You've been awake for a whole hour and a half, so you got to sleep soon.
I got to get going. So yeah.
That's going to be
All
wrapping
right.
up for this time. Astro, say goodbye.
Bye.
Sleepy, say goodbye.
Bye.
Hodge, say goodbye.
Bye.
And I am DreamRaver23, reminding you all to game happy. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Sleepy school.
Will Smith leaked out his nudes yesterday, by the way. That was pretty sexy.
What?
Bye, guys.
Oh,
Leave it on-
that's not
leave it on-
okay.
Leave
The
it
way
on a
the-
cliffhanger.
The way Astro always ends these.
Always. Last time it was me saying something about Justin Bieber's wang.
Yeah. So this time it's Will Smith. So see you later, guys. Gotta go. Bye.
Bye.